Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cast the another series here. That is Big Back Laners versus Team L. As I talked about in the previous series, this matchup has a lot of implications of how Group B can play out, all depending on who is the victor in this series. Starting off here, though, we are going to see BBL Drizzy playing some Leuksna. I love Leuksna, so happy to see that. Levi on his Vigar. We've seen that before. Low the man, the kill leader of the league. A man that I've talked about has a very good chance of winning MVP this split, especially depending on how his team finishes in the regular season. On the other side of things, though, we got Null Frame. He has been a guy that's completely dominated in the top lane every time he's been up there. One of the best we've had. Hop is back on his hook champion. Yes, last time we saw this Blitzcrank, it was unstoppable. And we're seeing very standard jungle mid picks here from them. Smolder still finding some prevalence in the mid lane. Pretty annoying champ. I will say, the one thing I'm a little curious about, as far as the bot lane matches in particular, is the Poppy pick here. I feel like I don't know, just feels kind of strange to me into the Blitzcrank in particular, but it is certainly good for the rest of the team. It's good into Jax, it's good into the Zac, and it does find value into both these AD carries too. So the overall pick is great. Just into the Blitzcrank in particular, it's not going to really keep Low the Man safe, but Low the Man does have a win wall, so I would expect he can keep himself safe. Meanwhile, top, I'm not surprised. We are seeing No Frame get an early advantage there on the top side of the map. Oh, and a nice riposte there by Sharkies. Oh, and Yupper steps in a really bad spot there. They're going to do a lot of damage. Yupper should go down immediately for that. And he will. Now they're going to jump on a Hoppus. I don't think there's anywhere this Blitz can go. Except maybe flashing away. Does flash away. They do have the damage, though. Perfect buckle there coming out from Poppy to help execute him. And Low the Man now, already starting off with some early kills, is not very good if you're the side of Team L. It's not something you want to see. Something I really like about seeing this Vigar here is that he's really good into champions with dashes. It makes it so they pretty much cannot use their dash with the cage around them. So it makes them pretty much immobile until the cage comes down. And if they do use it, then they don't have it once cage comes up. The Leuksna Sonic Wave's going to miss. Levi's going to drop the cage. Really nice W onto the Vigar, but it's not going to matter. The BBL just puts himself in a really bad spot. He's forced to flash away. Luckily, he does have his W. Leandritz is coming in. He's going to try to turn onto this dragon, but there's not going to be much follow-up. BBL Jersey is going to be jumped on by the Zac. Should go down to Flan. He will. Gets punished trying to do a camp after being such low HP. No safety net for this Lee Sin. Oh, really nice cage. Going to land on 2 by Levi. Yeah, Dritz is going to decide to try to go in there and 1v4, which is, I don't think, a good decision by this Poppy. Poppy will be taken down. Here comes Drizzy, though. Going to get Zac into his passive. Hoppus should go down. He will. Flamel looks to be in a bad spot. Low the man will pick up another kill. And Zac, you have nowhere to go except for death. And that's what he's going to find. No Frame does TP in, but unfortunately, by the time he gets there, he is not able to help and do absolutely anything here. Zac is going to try to fight the Lee Sin on these grubs. Meanwhile, top lane is kind of dueling. It looks like Lee Sin got the best of it. No Frame did end up being able to walk away safely. But now the Zac's in a really, really bad spot. Hop is going to come in and try to help defend. Unfortunately, they will not be able to land any CC there. Oh, and a beautiful Poppy W to keep Jax in the fight. Meanwhile, both everybody's going to go down in front of Jax's face, actually. Jax trying to help Poppy with a really, really nice W. And then everybody else just dies. And it's a 2-level difference between Yupper and Low the Man. There's nothing that Yupper can do. He's just going to go down here. There's no chance he fights. He's going to try to drop the exhaust. It's just not going to matter. Here comes the Zac in. By the way, I love that smite. That's going to be a kill for this Zac. Oh, man. What a smart play. Smites that minion to secure the turret tower. Beaten up on Low the Man there. Takes about 2 shots from the turret. You guys hear me, turret tower? I'm hilarious. That's what happens when your brain lags a little bit. You say funny things. Hopefully nobody clips me saying that. It looks like Drizzy's just going to show up and help out his boy. Make sure that it crashes properly so he can reset. Low the Man, look at he's playing very aggressive. He doesn't seem to care. He wants the 2v2 here in the bot lane. Honestly, at this point, I think this guy might just take a 1v2. I'm surprised Hoppus didn't look for a hook here. He does now, but unfortunately Poppy has her R. I don't think that's the point you want to take that hook at that point. Something I'm noticing a lot from these teams is there's not a lot of focus into these early Drakes. I noticed in the last series we casted as well, and we're kind of just letting these Drakes sit on the map for a bit. Normally you see Drake taking around 5 minutes, 6 minutes in the game. Decent repose, but a nice dodge there. Gonna be able to force this Fiora to flash though, so a net positive for Team L in that fight. And finally, we're gonna see a turn onto this Drake. That's gonna be an 11-minute first Drake of the game for the side of big backlanders. Well, we see the Blitzcrank kind of looking, trying to play outside of the vision to get a hook, but it was not available. No Frame has quietly been doing pretty well in this matchup here in the top side, but unfortunately has not been able to gain any true advantage for himself. It is pretty hard into a Fiora. Rod of Ages now completed on this Vigar. He's going to be a pretty tanky boy at this point in the game. You see the pain is going down onto both Eondritz and Drizzy as they are aware that they are starting up the grubs here. That is now 4 grubs. Is there going to be any contest from the Zac? I don't think he can. They're just going to drop the cage on him, keep him out. Oh, an attempted ulti by this Poppy, but it does not look like the Zac wants this. He knows he's not going to get in the pit no matter how hard he tries. Meanwhile, Blitz is trying to turn something, but that's just a really nice win wall. Now, Low the Man doesn't really have to worry about too much pressure. They're going to do a lot of damage to him, but you're seeing he's going to go down pretty quickly. Wait a second, can he turn this? It's a 1v2. The Ignite's on him, and he will end up getting a kill. The power of that Samara early on in the game already having her collector. Oh my goodness. Low the Man's going to get himself another kill, and that will be a shutdown for the Zac, but unfortunately, Zac getting these kills all game is just not going to be enough to carry the game for the side of Team L, so this gold is going to have to somehow find its way onto the rest of Team L. Unfortunately, this bot lane 0-7 right now, and that's not what you like to see if you're the side of Team L. Here comes Hoppus, hack slashing in, trying to find a hook onto this Vigar. He would have found it, but unfortunately the Vigar did have flash. Still, that's pretty good for them to burn the flash on this Vigar. And they will pick themselves up a Herald. But first turret gold will go over to Low the Man. He's just hoarding all the gold in the game. 8K right now on this Samira. And now Yupper's going to be focused, and I don't think he has any chance. Yeah, that Kai'Sa was completely deleted. Now BBL Drizzy has got himself in a bit of a 1v2. Vargar is going to show up to help. And nothing bad will happen to this Lee Sin. Oh, and by the way, that's another turret for Lo the Men. Who should be, what, 9,100 gold now? And here's the duel we've been waiting for in the top lane. No frame, he is kiting out. He does flash away from the last proc of the ulti from Fiora. He will miss his E, and now he's in a really bad spot. That's another Vital going down. That's finally going to be a solo kill for Sharkies in a 1v1. And Zach is just going to slingshot away. And Sharkies will pick up a turret for himself. Zach, you're going to have to be careful. I know that your mid laner is here, but I don't think that's a fight you want. Meanwhile, Drizzy's going to give himself another turret. Lo the Man's going to give himself another turret, and Drizzy's going to give himself another dragon. And they're doing absolutely anything they want in this map. With no contest, really, from the side of Team L. They're just continuing to give over free gold. And now this game is looking a little rough. It's about 7k gold lead for the side of big backlaners. Hoppus knows there's no flash on this Vigar, but the Blitzcrank hook will just miss. Vigar's going to escape with another one, but here's Eon Dritz. They're going to turn on to Hoppus. No Poppy are committed for that kill, though. Just deciding that the Blitzcrank is not worth your time. And almost 18 minutes in this game. Only two tier 2s left standing for these inhibitor turrets. What is Team L going to do to respond? Can they do anything to respond at this point? BBL saying that is not your red buff, and here goes the Zaki, and they're going to do a lot of damage to Sharkies. Wow, Yupper's going to ult in, but look at the exhaust coming down. There's going to be a 350 gold shutdown on the Yupper. BBL Drizzy's going to be next up. He has nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Oh, he's going to get a trade kill in the end, though. Blitzcrank will end up picking up that kill. Now Levi's in a bad spot. Does not have any flash. He will go down. What can Lo the Man do? He's very strong. This looks like a spot he wants. He's going to dash in there. He's going to get 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry, not 4. It's going to be 3. Disregard me. I've got so hype. He does get 3 kills, though. I guess if you count Zach passive, that's 4 kills. Yeah, Lo the Man just so strong at this point. If you don't have any CC for him, he just does whatever he wants in these fights. And that should be another tier 2 falling here at 19 minutes. There's really not much base left for them to defend. They're going to be hugging their tier 3s at this point, just trying to bleed out this game and hoping that they can stall. Get this Kai'Sa back in the game, but unfortunately, I don't know if that shutdown is going to be enough for her to be relevant in these team fights compared to the Samira, who's sitting on 3 items right now. We're going to walk in this hero, try to get the crash, get some gold back. Oh, and a flash in. It's going to actually land onto Levi, but what a nice cage. Going to cancel out the Zac. Wow. They do force out Levi's flash, though. And there'll be a little bit of a bounty gold collection for the side of Team L. Been a little bit quiet here. We do have Drake up, and it looks like the side of BBL just going to turn onto this Infernal Drake. That will put them on soul point. So now begs the question, once again, what are Team L going to do? It's an 8k gold lead. Baron is on the table. Their engage basically doesn't exist due to Poppy. I guess at this point is hope Blitzcrank lands a hook on a meaningful member and they can burst them down. But then Samira has her little wind wall, so I think it's smart for them to play it slow like this. BBL not trying to force the Baron. Just playing it slow. But meanwhile, this Dragon has got its stacks. So this mid-game team fights will become a little more scarier for the side of big back laners. No Frame does pick up a tier 2 turret on the back side of the map. So to kind of get something back for his team. He's been one of the points of the team that's kind of done not too bad. Stayed relatively even in this lane against Fiora, barring that 1v1. And finally we're seeing this Baron started up. How are they going to contest here? Like I said, Zac pretty much has no way into the wall. Their best form of contention is to pull the Poppy out of the pit. Oh, they're going to pull Levi, which isn't a bad target. Levi will go down. That's going to pick up 4 Flum. Nice little kill. Good hook. We're kind of talking about what's their window. That's a small little window. Kind of keep this game from falling apart. But again, we're going to go back to the point. What can they do here? Even with Levi dead, is there a point of contention? They're going to try to force onto low the man. They're never going to find Eon Dritz, but I don't think they want Eon Dritz now. Zac's put himself in a bad spot. He's going to be forced to flash away. Meanwhile, there's a pod fight, and No Frame's going to get the best of it. Flat's going to go away. Going to go into passive. Does Hoppus have hook? Doesn't look like he does. Oh, and a beautiful, beautiful play here from the Samira. That's going to be a quadra kill. Oh, my goodness. That was a blink and he missed it to have a moment. Low the man, he's just dominating these games. And now at 25 minutes, what can they do? Is Low the man going to search and fish for this pentakill? There's 10 minutes left on this or 10 seconds left in this blitzcrank. It's possible they could get it. I don't think they're going to force it. They're just going to focus down these Nexus turrets. Eon Dritz is taking a very nice W from Eon Dritz. Going to keep Wolfram out of this. That's going to be a dead Jax. That's going to be a dead blitzcrank. That's a double kill for this Vigar. They're trying to fight, but look at Shark. He's just hitting the Nexus with Levi. And that's going to be the game. Oh my goodness. What a play there. By Low the man there at the end of the game. Couldn't even talk about any abilities being clicked. It was just jump in, I kill you all. I click R. It's just too much damage. You definitely don't want to see Low the man on Samira. He is just doing so much. And he was already the kill leader. He's just making it even bigger and bigger for himself. Oh. Didn't mean to click that, guys. You didn't see anything. Nothing was seen. You just do that real quick. There you go. Alright, well, we're going to get into game 2. That is just crazy. So what is the response going to be here from Team L? Will they be able to do anything? Or will this just be a quick 2-0 from BBL?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It looks like BBL wants to find a catch here. Eon Dritz is going to lead the charge.
30 seconds until minions.
Really smart level 1, but Yepper's going to see them. So there shouldn't be any engage here. Big thing of note this game, the Poppy will be on Hoppus this time.
Minions have spawned.
And we do got an Anivia mid. Man, CLT, if you're still watching, my brother, it is another Anivia for you. Alright, so Eon Dritz and Low the man are going to hide in this bush here. Try to catch out anybody walking the lanes. They are going to turn onto this Poppy. Eon Dritz does land the hook on the upper instead. Overall, positive trade for Team L here. It just took more damage than this Ezreal. Oh, they're going to turn into Hoppus. They're going to drop the Ignite. That's a lot of damage very quickly onto this Poppy. One of her bad matchups, though. Oh, that's unfortunate. Then there might not be much for me to watch then, huh? Nice damage here from Null Frame. Once again, picking up where he left off. Pretty good at getting advantages for himself pretty early on in these lanes. Not surprised seeing Levi back on his Yone. It's been something he's loved all splits. But so far, the bird has pretty much gotten the best of him in this lane. Another Q will land. That's a lot of damage onto Levi. He no longer has any pots. He does have his Doran shield, so he will be passively healing a little bit in this lane. Nice hook's going to land on the upper. Forward arcane shift away. And now you see No Frame in a pretty bad spot here. Oh, and he's just going to do so much damage to Sharkies. A lot of damage to Drizzy as well. Can he turn this? Oh my goodness. Here comes the Udyr in. He's going to turn onto Eon Drizz. They're going to CC him up. He should have no way out of here, and he's going to go down as well. And they're going to land the CC on the man too. Oh, he's going to turn! It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Lo the man, not afraid. Just turns. Oh my goodness! Udyr just died in the turret! Nah, that is ridiculous. He's trying to push the wave, and he gives over a double kill to the worst person you can give a double kill to, Lo the man. That is so unfortunate. This side of Team L. Guys, I don't know these junglers today, man, that I've been watching. They're giving us a bad name, dying in such funny ways. First, I watched Frozen die to minions, and now I'm watching Volant die to friggin' turrets when there's nobody around to kill them. Yeah, it's a rough moment there, CLT. You just really hate to see it. And now they're just going to try to dive Yupper, but a really nice flash from Yupper is going to get himself into safety. My goodness, these teams, they're not afraid to brawl, and we're seeing that, especially in bot lane. Oh, and a flash in from Lo the man. Can he escape? He should be able to get out. But that is pretty big, burning his flash there. Oh, here comes the wall. Levi's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He's going to have to do his soul unbound, and unfortunately that will save him from dying there. Oh, he's going to die to the electrocute block. This bird is going to pick up a solo kill onto Levi. I don't know about that, man. I've seen some great junglers. That guy, he's had an okay season. Pretty middle of the pack, in my opinion. I will admit, funny clips are cool too, guys. Might be worth clipping both these deaths because they're some of the funniest I've seen in a while. I just can't help it. It's just hilarious. I know sometimes we're not thinking. We have little brain moments. But meanwhile, not thinking. BBL Drizzy's not thinking. He's going to find himself in a bad spot. And BC set up by Hoppus. That's going to be a kill for this Poppy, who's now 2-0. So finally a Drake being taken relatively early, at least the pre-10 mark, which is nice. And that'll be the first Drake of the game. Going over to side of Team L. Mind you, this Udyr also got the grub, so he's winning in there. There was a fight there by Ian Drizz trying to engage on top of this Poppy, but instead he's going to find himself in a bad spot. Lo the man does have his ult. He should be able to walk away here. And he will. think my new thing, I'm gonna just start calling all these turrets turret towers. It's so goofy. Not that I've done that to myself. I'm just gonna carry the meme forever. I'll just be like, oh look, they're turret tower. They're trying to turret tower dive somebody. so stupid. Guys, I'm all by myself, man. I gotta make myself laugh, you know? Nice damage there by Yupper, but he is down a whole level 2, the man, right now. And Hoppus is as well. Still has not gotten his level 6, while this Nautilus has his. We had TP used made by Levi to defend his turret. Make sure that Flom isn't able to get any more turret plates. Unfortunately, the Anivia push is so fast. We do see a fight here in the top lane. Nice W into a really nice ultimate from NoFrame to keep himself safe. He will use the ulti, but he's going to soak up so much pressure and survive. Oh no, here comes Hoppus, hex flashing over the wall. Really nice stun, he's going to find himself a kill. Meanwhile though, Flamil looks to be in a bad spot. Really nice W usage. He is going to go into egg. I don't think they have any play here. Oh, here's a flash in from Sharky. He's trying to do whatever he can. A really nice W and a nice Poppy as well. Oh, and he's going to get the kill. Just barely living thanks to his support. Let me tell you, these Poppies in both Game 1 and Game 2, whoever has Poppy has been really proactive on the map, doing a lot of work, a lot of control, and I have seen it coming back into the meta as a high priority support pick, so seeing it this week, teams are really utilizing it well. Oh, look at Hopper trying to hide in the bush, but unfortunately he's going to get CC'd up. That's a lot of CC going on a Hoppus. He's worth a shutdown. That's going to be a shutdown going to low the man. Finally punishing this Poppy. Meanwhile, Eli Andrews going to find himself a hook onto Yupper. Oh, and a really nice flash R. I don't know if that was for style points, but it's starting to look cool. Oh, and you saw low the man get himself a nice little land of his E, which is going to result in a kill. So that's going to be 2 kills on the box of the map for the side of BBL. Meanwhile, only 1 kill, which is on to Eon Dritz once again for the side of Team L. But the big point of contention here for me is this Anivia continuing to win her matchup. She's almost broken the mid lane turret. Now we're seeing there wants to be a contest. Very nice stun here. Wow, and a double Poppy are going to get multiple members. Lothman is forced to flash away. Is there any chance that Lothman does get out? It looks like he might. People are in a pretty bad spot. Yupper did come in with the TP. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to get the kill, but they're able to push them off the Drake. That's going to be a TP coming out of Sharkies here on the top side of the map. And that should be a Drake going over to Team L. Meanwhile, Levi is forced to use his ulti just to get away from the Anivia. And this is pre-14 minutes, so this will be a full 5 plates for the Anivia. Very, very strong right now. We'll be resetting. Should have a Rite of Ages on this back. And we're already seeing pinks on to this Herald. As of right now, this Udyr has gotten every objective in this game. Complete control of the jungle. Not allowing this Lilia to do too much. Mind you, the jungler is the one hiding in the bush while his team does the Herald. That looks so funny. He's zoning. Oh, and he's zoning well. He's going to find some CC on to Eon Dritz. Now, Flamel's going to have to watch himself. He's in a pretty bad spot. Here comes Down to Sleep. Will land on the 3 members. And a really, really nice ult there by Low. The man is going to find himself in a good spot. But unfortunately, he's going to be getting hit by all this damage. We'll get the shutdown on the Anivia. But he's now going to be caught up in a rock and a hard place. And that's going to be a double kill for this set. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. How about Poppy's the word? Because here comes Poppy. Once again, looking for a play on the Sharkies. Forcing Sharkies to pop his ultimate. But there shouldn't be too much for him to do. He is going to heal a decent amount. He will be able to dash away from no friends. W damage. Well played by Sharkies to keep himself alive. Nofra's going to stay around. I don't think he wins this, though. At this point in the game, Renekton has a lot of sustain. We do see Fnatt moving up. Oh, and a really, really nice E is going to land here. They're going to focus everything into Eon Dritz here early. Eon's going to go down, as well as this Croc going to be turned into alligator boots. And there's nobody else left here to help, as BBL Drizzy will go down as well. That's going to be a 3-for-0. And Levi nearly stopping the Yone with the wall. Low the man is going to turn to fight Yupper here. Does a lot of damage. And Hoppus is just going to kind of show up to kind of assert some dominance. And you guys can see Levi cannot even, literally can't even do anything. Can't even farm his own minions on the turret. That's how impressive this Anivia has been. Oh, what a nice stun by Flamil. Now, what can Levi do? Nothing. As Levi's going to go down under the turret to this bird. Once again, getting another solo kill. Now sitting at 4-1-3. Lolaman's just trying to pick up some bounty gold mid. Doing a lot of damage to Hoppus. Hoppus got to be very careful here. That should be bounty gold going over too low, the man. Flan's going to go and move in there, but he's just going to do a little damage to this Nautilus, who will walk away. Wow, that's a lot of damage coming out from Nullframe. Forcing Eon Dritz to flash away. Otherwise, Nautilus might have been seeing the black screen. And Nullframe just does not care. He's just going to go ahead and get him a quick solo kill onto this deer. Next up, he's just going to happen to come along and find himself a double kill onto Levi. That's pretty hilarious. Flant's trying to solo kill Sharkies right now. It looks to be an advantage of this crocodile, but Falan does heal a lot. Ezreal has shown up to kind of turn the tides. One more Q will do, and he will land it. Now Low the Man's here, and I don't know if that's a 1v2 he actually wants. He is really strong. He has a lot of outplay potential, but... Oh, and he's going to go in on the upper, and he's going to find himself that double kill. Very nice play by the Kai'Sa. Oh, but here's Hoppus. Gonna land himself a nice ulti on top of Low the Man. Low the Man is forced to flash away. The E should be enough damage. It will be. But look at the Kai'Sa just continuing to kite back and ends up getting himself a kill, even when he's about to die. But the bird will come out the victor as he gets himself another kill. That'll be 2 kills in the top lane. Oh, now look at No Frame. He's hunting. He's found BBL Drizzy, and he wants BBL Drizzy, and he's gonna get himself some more deer. It's just gonna happen all over again, like we seen it just a minute ago, with Emil TPing in, and they're gonna get themselves 2 more kills and a sole point at 19 minutes and 40 seconds. This goal lead is pretty huge, as it's almost 9K, about 8K right now for the side of Team L. Much better performance in game 1. Even though Low the Man is still continuously having himself a good game, can he carry them to victory here, or will this bird be too much? Not sure. What I do know is that's no flash on Sharkies. Nice hook's going to land onto No Frame, but I don't think that's the guy you want. And yeah, no, it's not. That's an 08 and 6 Nautilus, by the way. Yeah, they spotted you out there, Hoppus. He's like, I don't care. I'm just stand over this wall and threaten Hex Flash anyways. Alright, now we're seeing pings onto this Baron. That would be a 20-minute Baron if they're deciding to do it, and they're just going to force themselves onto it. So here we go. Baron is now being taken by the time of Team L. They have a contest. Doesn't look like they do, and that'll be Baron for Team L. Low the Man is kind of putting himself in a little bit of a risky situation. Oh, nearly caught out by that Q. Nice dredge land will land onto the bird, though. Here's a flash in from BBL Drizzy. Going to be landing the sleep onto both the bird and the Udyr. The bird's in a really bad spot, though. They're focusing down. There's going to be a shutdown for this Kai'Sa. Meanwhile, though, BBL Drizzy is going to go down, as well as this crocodile. Eon just should be next up on the chopping block. He will be. What can Levi do against his Udyr? He should be able to get the solo kill. He will. Now Low the Man is doing whatever he can to survive, but he's going to go down to Hoppus. A lot of fighting, a lot of trading back and forth, and in the end, it's going to be a 2 for 4 in advantage for Team L. Oh yeah, it's been a deer hunting season for sure. And No Frame is 11-0-3 on this set, by the way. Having himself an absolute big performance here in Game 2. Trying to carry his team to victory. Will he be able to do that? And we do have Soul coming up in 2.5 minutes. That will be an Ocean Soul. I'm certain if they get that, it will not be any bit of a contest. No Frame's like, hello there, Nautilus. You can see Nautilus turn around immediately. Now BBL Drizzy just trying to do her blue buff. Oh no, no blue buff for you. Oh, they're gonna give it to her? They will. They actually helped her leash it. They decided not to be jerks and kill her again. No, we're seeing Sharky's kind of memeing at this point. He's just continuing to recall and cancel recall real quick. Just typical crocodile things when they're at the beach. Meanwhile, on the bot side of the map, No Frame is in a battle in a 1v1 against Levi. He basically just tanks all Levi's damage, just focusing this turret down. You know that he gets it. He does end up picking it up. There's just nothing Levi can do against this set. Nice dredge land. Will land onto this Poppy. Meanwhile, oh no, Poppy actually flashes in. Is going to screw over the bird, but the bird is still surviving. The Ezreal is cooking as well. And that's going to be a double kill for the Kaisa. Meanwhile, though, it's going to be a double kill for the Ezreal. And we see No Frame in a 1v1 against Levi. A lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Really gets the kill. Instead, it's a sacrificial lamb as the deer goes down. And there's no one else to defend but Levi. Can Levi do anything here against No Frame and Yupper? And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to, as they're just going to focus the Nexus. They're going to ignore this Yone, and that's going to be bringing us to Game 3. Holy moly, I think that's 4 Game 3s now this week. You know, CLT called it. He said this week was going to be one of those weeks. It was going to be highly contested games, and we've seen that. It's pretty crazy. Wow, what a performance there by No Frame, though. 12-0-3 on the set. Absolutely dominating in the top lane. Finished with 27,000 damage. But again, Low the Man, look at the damage output that Low the Man's doing. Did 35k, the most in the game by far. Doing whatever he can to try to carry this games for his team. He is the true carry and what I would consider a real MVP. If we were to go based on what an MVP to me stands for, an MVP to me stands for the ability to put your team on your back and carry even against the odds. And without him, you would not even have a chance at winning. So, as of right now, that guy's got my vote. But let's see what he can do here in Game 3. As we're going to get ourselves Poppy once again. But this time, it's going to be Poppy for No Frame in the top lane. And then we're going to get Hoppus on this Rel into Low the Man and Eon Dritz. We're going to be going Zeri and Lulu. Jump around this Ezreal again. The Ezreal wasn't too bad. It did get a little extra, like some free kills in the early game. Kind of kept it pretty relevant. But the big thing is Low the Man. This is a 1v9 type champion here for him. So a very good pick. I'm surprised we didn't take Vi as the counter here, because that's really what deals with Zeri well. They are going to spot the Zeri out, though, so she's going to be forced to flash here. Nice engage there by Hoppus to ensure that. Game 1 and 2 both ended at the 25-minute mark. What are we going to get here in Game 3 between these two teams that are pretty evenly matched across the board? Regardless of how good Low the Man is doing in the bot lane, they are very closely when it comes to these two teams. You can see that no one really truly has the edge, and that's why we're here in Game 3. No Frame's going to walk in and get a ward on the Raptors, but he is going to give some stacks over to this Veigar early on, so that's a win for Veigar. And he's probably saying thank you very much to the Poppy. Now this just interests me. Poppy into Yone. I feel like it's kind of hard for Yone to play the game at a certain point, but I don't really think the Poppy has too much kill pressure. The other one is Vlad. Flamil on this Vlad here. Into Veigar. Very interesting. I do like the Vlad here overall. And Ivor too. Such a different draft from the side of BBL. Kind of really switching it up. Yeah, there's tons. I don't really see a window for Team L to really win this game if they don't win it pre-30. Oh, we are going to see engage on a little man. He doesn't have flash, but unfortunately, there's just not enough damage as the Poppy and Zeri are absolutely shredding right now. Oh, that's a solo kill for this Poppy. I know what I just said, but like I'm just kind of staring at it going, how is this possible? What am I watching? I lied. I guess the Poppy has tons of kill threat. I was wrong. No frame is just better, I guess. We're seeing Hoppus trying to engage, almost as if he's just trying to do anything to turn. Wow, really nice damage onto Lil the Man. That's going to be a kill going over to Yupper, and will he be able to get defended? He will not be able to. Now, Drizzy's going to have to deal with this Udyr, but he does have backup for flashes on both sides. That'll be a double kill for this Lulu. What am I watching? Sharky's trying to find himself a sneaky kill under no frame, but no frame should be able to get his reset off now. I can't believe I decided to do this. As I'm speaking, there's a top lane fight breaking out. Sharky's looks to be like he's going to get revenge. Yeah, he will. Soul Unbound damage will be enough. And this will be a kill on a null frame thanks to the Ivern here, who did go the Symbiont boots, so he's going to be getting quick resets and on the map very fast. Yeah, I was like, why did I decide to do a back-to-back series? And of course they both go 3 games. Kind of getting tired. It's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it for all of you guys, all the viewers at home, and these players. Sorry we weren't able to cast them live too. Just don't have enough channels to use and enough bodies available. Here's a Soul Unbound. Really nice W there from Null Frame. Unfortunately, though, it's a lot of damage he took from this Yone, who does already have a recurve bow, so he's doing a bit of damage here to this Poppy. I should also point out that Loldeman did go Cole on the Zeri, so he is looking to scale up as quickly as possible, get to his big item spikes. Yone was gonna miss there. So no harm, no foul. No frame should walk out just fine. Oh, and here's another dual top lane. No frame is looking to try to get the solo kill. The solo battle will come off, but it will not be enough damage for either of them. At 9 minutes, this game 3 is an even game. Still, with all that said, no objective taken on the map besides these grubs. That is it. Will we get a sub 10-minute Drake? I'm not understanding why these Drakes are being not focused. Maybe maybe games are just don't go as long, and that's why I'm trying to figure it out. Can anybody tell me why Drakes are just being sacked in the first 10 minutes? Just being ignored. Oh, here we go. First Drake taken at basically 10-minute mark, so it is a soul Drake. Yeah, and that's a fair point, but it just seems like all the games I've casted today, most of them have been after 10 minutes, and I've casted now 6 games, so it seems very strange. There's a nice ulti there by the Yone, though they will not be able to find the damage. Can BBL Drizzle be able to pick this up? He will smite for the slow. They will get the knockup. Nice flash in there from Sharkies, but unfortunately the kill does go over to the Ivern. Levi is trying to stay in this lane, trying to farm, but he's got no mana, so this Vlad is happy to keep you here. Got tons of sustain. And here's an engage here from Famil. He's going to drop the W. Does he have the damage? Nice shield from BBL Drizzle. Will keep Levi alive. Oh, and here comes in the flash from Famil. Does get himself a kill. Can he get another one? Oh! So close to living. The flash in from the Adir. It was very much butt clenching. But unfortunately, Vlad does go down. What an extended fight that was. Yeah, no, I get you. Like I said, I understand, like, this game, why they wouldn't necessarily want to take the Drakes. Nice engage there by No Frame. Going to find on the Sharky. Sharky does have third Q, so he will get out, though. But I was watching these other games, too. These other 5 games I've watched today, and majority of them have been Drakes very late for a first Drake. Here's a dive. That's going to be a kill on the Sharkies, though. And a nice plate from Null Frame. Is this patch the patch where the Vlad W finally got nerfed? Yeah, Vlad is a disgusting champ. Okay, but they are changing that, right? Like the W should be getting nerfed, I thought, because everyone was going W max, so they were going to change that. Yeah, you see Levi, he's been struggling. He's been struggling most of the series against Famil. Famil's been able to really dominate this lane for the most part. Oh, okay. I could have sworn I heard that, but yeah, maybe I'm misinformed. But Vlad is going to walk into a bunch of CC. Oh, and he's going to get the ulti cancel because of W. And that does put Vikings all on cooldown. Famil is just staying in. He's tanking so much. There are big shields, though, from this Ivern. The Ivern shields are just as annoying as the Vlad, man. No, I just thought that that's what that was still what was mostly this meta was the W Max Vlad. I didn't know if it was getting nerfed or not. I thought I heard that, but I must have been misinformed. Because I know that that's really, really, really strong right now. That's why I'm asking questions, guys. I wasn't sure. What I am sure about, though, is that's an Infernal Drake for BBL and a Herald for Team L. Well, the man is just not carrying. He sees the fight. He wants to take it. Such an aggressive AD carry. Now we're going to see a dive here in the bot side of the map. You see the flashing. Oh my goodness, Levi had enough damage to get that kill onto the Vlad. And he's going to live. And BBL Jersey's trying to fight this. I don't know if BBL Jersey wants this fight. Whose shields are going to be stronger? Oh, they're going to kill each other. Oh, I can't. No frames going in here onto Low the Man, but Low the Man is just doing so much damage. Says, you can get out of here. I'm sorry, but what is jungle? If it isn't funny deaths from dying to stuff they shouldn't die to, they just fight to the death and die together. They die as jungle brethren. I feel like this should be like some poetry thing going on. It's going to be something like, to die or not to die? Why die when we die together? Alright, so we're seeing some aggression here from both sides, but nothing too committal. There's still nothing to fight over. Baron has yet to spawn. We have another minute and 15 for that, and then Cloud Drake should spawn in about a minute and a half. Flam is hiding in a bush. He's saying, "Get over here, Levi. Come to Vlad Daddy." Famil is chasing. He's going to walk into a lot of damage, though. Going to be able to dodge the Vigar ult, but now he's in a really, really bad spot. As he's going to get blown up by Lo the Man. And Lo the Man is now turning on to this Ro. Ro is doing whatever she can to live, but will the aftershock be enough? It will not. As a really nice W, he's going to land under the turret and get the kill. A double kill for Lo the Man. Yupper was able to pick up a turret in the mid lane, though, during all that brawling. Low for MVP. Yeah, I'd love to get it, or somebody else to get it, but like the truth is, the guy is just the MVP, man. Meanwhile, though, here's a fight breaking out onto Sharkies. The Sharkies have enough to turn this almost, but the decision to go kill Sharkies means that BBL will turn onto this Drake. Does Udyr commit anything crazy for this Drake? I feel like it's not that worth. It's only Drake number 2, and it looks like they're just gonna back off. Yeah, that's going to be a Cloud Drake now. Again, this game is very, very close, though. It's only about a 1K difference here at 20 minutes. Both these teams are fighting on a nice edge. This is what you want to see for Game 3s. You want to see fun, exciting, closely competitive Game 3s. And that's what we've gotten between these two matchups we've seen today. Our first series and now our second one here. Yeah, I think it would be really fun to watch. Though, I could also say it'd be really fun to watch these junglers, too, seeing that they just like to die to minions and turrets and each other at the same time. So basically what I'm deciding now is CLT is going to be hosting on Monday. He's going to be hosting an ADC support tournament in ARAM, and I'll just host a all for one battle royale between all the junglers on Tuesday. Sound good? Yeah, it sounds good, CLT. He said, "I'm down. Let's do it." Man, I don't have the time for all that. I'm already a busy man as it is. You know who doesn't have the time for all that? Famil. He's just bullying Levi at this point. It's going to be another kill for this Vladimir, who is 3-3 and very, very strong. But I feel as though at this point he needs to be in these fights. As you're seeing what happens when he's not. This Zeri's just taking over the game. Bori, you have to play an ADC, not a Aurelia. No Flame is just walking in. He's taking so much damage. He's forced to ult Daisy, and here's Hopper's trying to flash in and find anything, and he just can't. He's just gonna go down here to Lo the Man for free. There's so much separation. Oh, and a nice route onto Famil. He's not gonna find anything meaningful. He's just taking so much damage. Should be flashing from the Udyr. That's gonna be a kill for Sharkies. That's going to be a dead Ezreal. That's going to be a dead Poppy. Double kill for Sharkies. And Famil has to walk away with his tail between his legs. And it's such an overcommit onto this Zeri. Trying to force it. Her ult was up. She was doing so much damage in these fights. They were just letting her beat on them for free. And now, finally, Baron's going to go down here at 24 minutes. And the game's broken open. That's going to be about a 4,000k gold lead now for the side of BBL. It kind of feels like Team L might have just thrown the game for themselves. All right, play it against us then next week. I'll match your really a bot with Yasuo jungle. Nah, let's not troll our team. But you know, one of these days we'll have a fuck around match or something, man, for sure. We should all be focused on making playoffs first, and I think we're both okay. But week 5, you never know. We might be still playing to secure a playoff spot. So. I'm sorry, week 6. Week 6. This is week 5. Anyways, regardless of all things, we are seeing a Drake taken now, once again, by the side of BBL. That's going to put them up at sole point at 26 minutes. So that means if we do get soul, it's going to be about a 31-minute soul for the side of big back laners. So far, they haven't cracked any turrets with this Baron, but this should be the moment. Oh, actually, Hoppus is going to find BBL Drizzle walking in a bad spot and force his flash. So this turret should stand for a little longer. Vladimir's forced to drop his ulti. He's going to get no damage. And then meanwhile, no frames in a duel against Sharkies, and he's not seeming to win that. Now, this is turning into a 5k gold lead here at 27 minutes for the side of BBL. I wouldn't count Team L out just quite yet. They're still certainly in this game, but with all the scaling, with the Zeri sitting on 4 items, the Veigar sitting on almost 3, and this Yone nearing his 3rd item as well, it's going to get pretty hard for Team L to do much in these fights. Also, double Serpent's Fang by the Udyr and the Ezreal. I feel like Ezreal is losing a lot by going the Serpent's Fang here. No, I do understand these shields are massive. We have shields from this Ivern and shields from this Lulu. You're also losing damage by doing so. Got 2 minutes on this Baron left. Now we're going to see the focus on the Levi. They are going to land the CC onto him. Camille's going to find himself, get himself another kill on his Veigar. But meanwhile, the top turret will fall for BBL. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've seen I feel like I've seen Udyr do this before, though. This specific Udyr player do the Serpent's Fang. So I wonder if it's just something he likes to do, and he finds value in it against a lot of these teams with shields. Yeah, I could see that too, Bori, like in isolation, but I don't know. I still feel like it's better if someone's going to get it, maybe just one player, and I don't know, man. Especially this Ezreal, it just feels like he's lacking a lot of damage by getting it. Yeah, exactly. I think Ezreal should have went for whatever his third item's supposed to be. I don't recall. You could tell me. You're the AD carry player. Oh, here's a flash in. Gonna land it on the Sharkies. Do they have enough damage, though? Falant, you're not winning that, buddy. You're getting 1v1. And now Sharky's just gonna turn and fight. He is gonna get his Mortal Shield Wall popped. Big shield. Will they have enough damage? They will. That's gonna be a shutdown for this Vlad. That's pretty big. Meanwhile, though, for the shutdown, they are losing their mid lane turret. It's being focused down. Oh, and here's a flash in from No Frame. They are going to find something onto this pot. Leandros is going to flash away as well. The humongous knockup from the Daisy here. They are going to be able to pick up Ivern, though, but Low the Man is still dishing out damage. That's a double kill. And that's a kill going over to the Lulu, and that's going to be a triple kill to end this game possibly for Low the Man. Udyr is up, but can he do anything to defend against a Veigar and a Zeri? I am not too sure. Oh, he's going to get stunned up. Isn't going to do anything. Here comes the TP in from the top laner. Sharky is going to show up, and I think this might be the game here, guys. They're focusing the turret. Levi's just tanking the turret. They do not care about this Udyr. Udyr should go down. He will, and that's going to be the game. That's going to be a Game 3 victory for Low the Man and the boys. BBL, your new team name is Low the Man and the boys. BT or Pentagram, got it. Well, that is all she wrote, folks. That is finally the end of my grueling gulag of 6 games in a row. Really, really fun games to watch. Both game 3s were really intense. Either team could have certainly won these game 3s. But today, Low the Man was too much for Team L. And again, he's just doing so much damage in these fights. It's unbelievable, man. It really is. Hopefully we can have another great game tomorrow. We got one more game for the week, and that's going to be Small Brain No Mechanics versus Sad Jellyfish here. That'll be casted by our friend CLT. While we have a moment, we might as well, right, look at what is going on now in these brackets. Since we have all the games played, we can kind of take a peek. Well, all but one, I'm sorry. At what the standings are looking at right now. Okay, so let's just have a quick peek, and then I will close off the stream and end it for the night. For some reason, it does not want to pick this up. Hello? Oh, why? Alright, hold on one second, guys. It's being funny. It did this to me last time. I think I know what it needs. There we go. I have to open that up, I think, to make it work, because it'd be funny with the windows. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. So now we can look at these real quick before I sign off here. So, as far as it goes, we now can see here, Team currently holds first place for Group B, sitting at 4-1, 3-1, however you want to look at it. Again, Battlefire, you're stupid. Bye shouldn't count as a win. They do hold a tiebreaker over Zoomers. Unfortunately for Zoomers, they had to forfeit that matchup. So they technically have yet to lose an official match, I should point out. and they did have a great showing here. So I'm looking forward to what they have for the rest of the split here. Big backlaners, with their win, pushes them into playoffs. And so now what we're looking at, I wasn't sure how this was going to shape out, but we're actually seeing Load the Cannons fall out of playoff contention almost. Like they're just on the fringe. And we're seeing Team L officially fall out. So we're like seeing them, both of them now jockeying for position. I can't remember if they've played. I'll break that down during Midwest Weekly. But yeah, that's what we're seeing right now. It doesn't look good for washed up gamers either, as they will need at least, best case scenario, they win both their matchups and Load the Cannons loses one more. So it's pretty tight. Meanwhile, over here in Group A, again, we haven't seen Small Brain and Solid Jellyfish play, but technically this will be for the top of the group. Winner will cement themselves as the basically just official full leader as of now. And then as we kind of go down towards the bottom, we do see Denver Nuggets and Summoner's Drift, unfortunately, both at 0-4 and 0-5. And I'm going to say, looking at it, yep, they are both officially eliminated from contention on playoffs, as well as, I believe, Minimum Talent Esports too. They are 0-4. Let's do some math here. Yep. So this week eliminated 3 teams. It could have some long playoff conversation, but yeah, we're seeing that right here. So we have 3 teams officially eliminated from the playoffs here, guys, and all that's left with a chance to make it are Washed Up Gamers, Team L, and Same Banana Posse, and they're both on the outside looking in. So it's going to be an interesting fight for playoffs, but Week 6 should kind of give us pretty much a setup of what playoffs will look like. So tune in for that. Tune in for tomorrow's matchup between Small Brains and Sad Jellyfish. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for coming out today. Thank you for watching the stream with me while I cast these games, especially seeing they were games that already were played, but I wanted to do the due diligence to all 4 of these teams. So thanks again, and you all have a wonderful night. I'm going to go relax. GG.